Today we're going to talk about differentiation. Now I know that some of you are going to need some floaties in this area, and that's fine. Some of you are going to be like the Michael Phelps in differentiation. So go along with me. We're going to be talking about a few different things. I'm going to give you some tips and tricks that I found useful and successful in my own teaching experience that I want to share with you to make your journey easier and take the guesswork out of it. If we aren't pals already, I'm Lauren. My channel is all about empowering teachers so they can influence and impact student learning experiences. If you end up liking this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already so we can hang out every single week. I want you to consider all the friends in your class. And I used to be a kindergarten teacher, so I'm gonna call your students your friends a lot. So just giving you the heads up. Now I want you to think about all of your students and the different factors that influence their ability, capabilities, interests, and outcomes in the classroom. So this could be their home life, how they speak and interact with their families at home, their home language, their interest in and outside of school, their readiness for a given topic or school itself if you're talking about the lower level grades, and all of the different things that come into play when a kid has to bring their backpack of stuff they already have going on, come into the classroom and be expected to perform and do different things as everyone else. Now, as you're thinking about all of your friends in your class and what they might be bringing in their backpack to school, and by that I mean all of those things that come along before they can even be expected to learn and perform for you. And as you adjust your instruction and techniques and strategies that you use, you're already differentiating the learning for each of those students. Of course, your goal is to help them reach whatever outcome is set before you at the time and make it as easy and as understandable as you can for each of your learners. Of course, you don't expect all of them to do everything the same way or reach a goal or an objective in the same manner that their neighbor would or someone that you had in a previous year's class might have. Now imagine that you're taking your entire class on a field trip to the pool. Now I know that might sound like a complete nightmare, but for the sake of this conversation, roll with me here. Now imagine you have your whole class out there. Some of them are going to need floaties so that they can enjoy and still participate and have fun. Some of them are going to be so independent that they're ready to go jump off the highest diving board that they may have available there. And some are going to be okay just getting in the pool and hanging out, maybe playing some games with their friends, but they're not going to really need a lot of assistance or be as adventurous to go hop off the diving board or slide down the slide or something like that. This is the analogy that I want for you to keep in your mind as you're working with your students, as you're planning for instruction, as you're making different adjustments, because this is exactly what's going on when you're differentiating instruction. You're noticing what your students need, what level they're already on, and then you're going to help them to progress. Wherever they started, you're going to take them by the hand and say, let's get as much as we can done and accomplished and ingrained in your mind so that it makes moving on to different topics and even different grade levels much easier. Now, before you can even truly understand where your students are academically, let's think back to all those factors that we were talking about at the beginning of the video. Now, building relationships with your students is the most effective management tool that you can have. Whether it be for learning or whether it be for behavior, having a relationship and really understanding each of your learners is so beneficial to accomplishing anything or moving from where they have started and come to you and getting to where you want to be by the end of the year with each of your students. We know that the foundation of anything is absolutely the most important piece. If it's cracked, the rest of the structure, you may as well just throw it in the garbage because it's not going to be as beneficial to the student, beneficial to your time if you're just piling on all of this stuff and you have no relationship, no knowledge, or no interest in what this child is coming to you already knowing, already carrying, already factored into how well they're going to be able to learn from you and progress throughout the year. I know what you might be thinking. This is one more thing we have to worry about when you already have such a long list of things to do as a teacher. I get it, but the investment that you're making is going to have a great payoff. Not only in the relationships that you have with these students, but they're going to trust you and understand that you want the absolute best for them, and they're going to be working so hard to get there. One thing that I would love having with me when I would plan and prepare for differentiation is a Bloom's taxonomy chart. So I would love to see how all of the levels of your understanding and comprehension come into play and where my students were. And I would pick verbs for them that would really describe the expectations I was setting for their academic success and even sometimes for our behavioral concerns that we would have in the classroom. One thing that I would suggest having, especially if your students are at a grade level or a readiness level, that they can view like a taxonomy chart to see like, okay, I'm just at the understanding level. I need to be progressing and eventually we're going to be able to create something from this or evaluate something from another friend's work. So there are lots of things that benefit, lots of ways that your students can benefit from visually seeing and understanding how they're going to progress and deepen their understanding for a lot of different concepts. I'm so glad that you came to chat with me today, and I hope you tune in next time for part 2 of this video, where I'm going to be talking about differentiation, and we're going to take a dip into what that looks like when you're really preparing for your students. Tell me in the comments what some of your favorite resources are when you're differentiating and planning and preparing to reach all of the students in your classroom. I wish you so much luck this year, and I'm so excited to hear from you. If you're ready to rock your classroom, come and check me out at hijklearn.com and let's get going together. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you look forward to seeing and hearing from me again, go ahead and click subscribe. And if you want the notifications when I upload a new video, hit the little bell and it'll be sure to let you know. I'll see you guys next time.